Hello dear students, welcome to NEET 360. So, I'm sure you have started actively recalling things. So, in this video, we are going to discuss about the most important and most frequent problem most of the students go through. That is, why some questions are very easy after examination and before examination but not during examination. Why is it happening so? And you should also understand, is it that you have lack of knowledge or anything else which is playing a very key role during your examination? And you also should understand whether your day-wise practice sessions are actively helping for your examination day. So, what is missing in your everyday preparation and real-time examination? And that's what we are going to discuss today, guys. So, before that, please go through the active recall session earlier. It will really help you to understand before the examination how to identify your mistakes. And anyways, let us go to this. So, most of the students generally what they do is, during the practice sessions, you never have any constraint of time while practicing a question. First point. Second point, as it is not an examination where you are not compared with anybody or where you do not have any constraint of time, so your mind is in relaxed condition. When your brain and mind is in relaxed condition, what happens is you actively perform, and whatsoever learning you have can be easily reflected in your practice sessions. So that's why your practice sessions before or after examinations are very, very active. And one more important point, as there is no scaling, as there is no result, or as there is no system of comparing you with anybody else in your practice sessions, with the way you are solving, with the how much time you are taking to solve it, or how perfectly you are solving the question. So nobody is looking at it. Just like in examination, when you go and sit, you already have an inbuilt anxiety that I should perform in this exam very well. So there are various factors for it, but nevertheless, let us focus only on before and after and during examination difference. So what should we do is, see guys, when you go for an examination, you have botany, zoology, physics and chemistry. So your brain have to switch within 3 hours of time 4 different subjects with respect to time. But that's not happening during your preparation. During your preparation days, what generally happens is, you study botany or zoology or physics or chemistry for some time and you practice the questions related to that topic. So there is no confusion, as well as there is no time constraint. You take 20 questions, you never count the time you are taking. So there is no stress, there is no confusion, there is no overlapping of subjects, and there is no switching of one subject to other subject in no time, which is generally happening in examinations. And examination within that 3 hours of span of time, with already an inbuilt question mark or anxiety of scoring well, it always reflect you, and hence most of the students are not able to do whatever so they already know before or after the examination. So it's not lack of knowledge, but there is something which is missing, and that is, guys, what you should do to overcome this is, let us say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, general practice, however you are doing right now, take, read the NCERT or class notes or the module theory or any reference books referred by your teachers, read them and then solve the questions. Do not count any time, just because it is the time where you build your concept. But as the days pass, when your conceptual clarity is increasing, now it's time, because you are getting closer to the examination on Monday or Sunday. Now when you are getting closer, you have to switch your preparation pattern. And what you should do now is, now for example, if you read botany and you have some 40 questions to solve, and remember that 40 questions of this botany, you have to take 20 minutes of time and solve these 40 questions. Or physics, 40 questions if you are trying to solve, take 1 hour of time and solve these 40 questions. And if it is chemistry, 40 questions, take 40 minutes of time and try to solve it. You have to challenge yourself during your practice sessions. Whatever stress you are having there, you should start having the same stress in your practice days. When you have the same stress, then what happens is your brain slowly getting trained for whatsoever stress is there, because taking things suddenly will always cause a damage. But when you are frequently doing it, then generally what happens is we get adjusted to it, adopted to it. It supports you. So in this way there are two advantages. The first advantage is you will understand which concept you are solving faster, which concept you are solving slower. So before the exam itself, you can assess, okay, in 40 minutes I could only solve 20 questions on so and so day, but on Friday I could solve 30 questions in 40 minutes. So you can see the improvement of speed. You can see out of 30 how many are right, why they are wrong, whether conceptual or any other kind of errors, and these errors when you are committing will stay in your brain. So these all things will reflect during your examination pattern. And second important point is, every Saturday or Sunday, if the exam is on Sunday, on Saturday, or if the exam is on Monday, on Sunday and Saturday, what you should try is, when you study botany, zoology, physics, chemistry, in the other days what you are doing, Monday to Thursday, you study botany and you practice the questions without time frame. And Thursday and Friday what you are doing, you study botany and now you take the timer and you solve the questions. And on Saturday and Sunday what you do is, you study botany, zoology, physics, chemistry, take out all the questions of botany, zoology, physics, chemistry at one go, and let us say now you have 100 questions to practice for that day, which include 20 botany, 20 physics, 20 chemistry, and let us say 40 physics. Now you divide the time. 40 physics is 1 hour of time, 20 chemistry is 20 minutes of time, 20 botany is 10 minutes of time, and 20 zoology is 10 minutes of time. So now you have 10 plus 10, 20, 20 plus 20, 40, 40 plus 40, 80. So 1 hour, 20 minutes. So now you have to solve this 100 questions in 1 hour, 20 minutes of time. Now what happens? You have to switch your brain, because now four different subjects have to be switched and you have time constraint, but this is exactly reflecting your examination day. So before the examination, if your practice sessions, you are slowly building in a different way, then every time you start doing this, your body starts adjusting to it, your brain starts practicing it. Then slowly your anxiety or nervousness during the examination comes down. Unwanted errors comes down. Time management skills increases. So why don't you do it? Start following it. So guys, let us meet in the next video with another problem and other solution for you. Thank you so much. Keep watching. Bye bye.